The other day, I met that woman who sells sweets. Remember her? She got a hernia this big, half the size of her face.
Tell me what happened next. How did you become a Khaldun?
Right then. So I'm holding this head. The Chort strangled Prokopy and wanted the head back. And it was exchanged to him, mind you. So he needed to give something to me in return. I figured that one out, young as I was. So I think, what to ask for? Some money? A fancy shirt? So I figured, if I wanted to be a knower, I should think for myself. Bring me, I tell him, the black book. I'll trade it for your hat. They all disappeared, and I'm standing in the circle, waiting. The fiend was gone for a while, returned only at dawn. All covered in scratches, it wasn't easy for him to get it, but he did bring back the book. It was sealed in Sukharev Tower. It was. For how long? No one knows. So, that's how I obtained it and became a Nova. All by myself, as you see.
Why can people see demons?
Who knows? That's for God to decide. Only the knowers see demons. Come in, Pachom. We need to think about what to do next.
You share the events at the factory.
She even escaped your Zagavars. Only powerful evil spirits are able to do that. I think someone is protecting her.
This demon scared the entire factory. Even after you chased her away, the haunting continues. Some workers saw shadows in the barn. God damn them. But what should we do next? Can't we get the brine back?
We can think of something. We also need the water demons.
But Rusalka mentioned her father. Who could she be talking about?
Rusalka? Christ almighty, God help us. She mentioned her father?
Well, it's clear to me.
The Vodyanoi becomes father to all evil spirits of the water. Vakul is the one we need to go to.
The salt worker grows pale.
Vakul? So the Vodyanoi has something to do with it.
What did you think? You may not have dealt with him with your factory, but maybe you should have. Millers, for instance, all deal with him.
At the factory, I was doing fine with the Vodyanoi that I had.
Whether you were or not, the small Vodyanois are gone. This one has outsmarted them and now rules everywhere. The small ones all went into hiding, and you can't find them now. You can meet him in Hell's Lake. Pachom, go back. You can't do anything now. And you, Vasilisa, get going. Got it?
What kind of lake is that?
The Permians call it Vatti. It means swampy lake. It's deep. One Chort tried to measure it and lost a rope. The Russians renamed it after the hunting started. If you ask me, Hell's Lake is quite a fitting name.
do you know about the Vodinoi?
A powerful chort, and an old one. People say he was here before Christ and remembers the old times. He has an underwater palace, but he may speak to you on the lake.
Will you break the seal for me?
Try to convince him. I told you, you won't find any other Vodinois here. He's hard to convince, though, and I don't know if you'll be able to take him into battle. You're still weak.
I see. I'll get ready.
Well, be careful out there with him. If you strike a bargain with him, stick to it. If something goes wrong, don't panic. You have your black book. God be with you.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
The wisdom that lies upon dark pages is not that of madness. You cannot paint me as a liar.
The sun is setting when you see the village of Verkhny O'Neill. You pick up the pace. You need to get to Hell's Lake before dawn. The villagers show you the shortest route to the lake, warning you about the dangers on the road. Pale moonlight falls on rotten and broken trees. You feel the presence of leshis, or some other evil spirits. Protection from spirits comes in handy. Suddenly, shorts fly from all over. The detritus seems to be their doing. A pine tree, cracked by lightning, stands by the edge of a swamp. You know that lightning can be useful, and come closer. The tree is blackened and split in two. Strangely, the air is still filled with the smell of a thunderstorm. Your search soon bears fruit. You find a thunderstone. You pluck the stone from inside the charred pine and go on your way. You enter the serene, piney woods. Soon after, you find the source of light. There is an old izba amongst the trees, leaning comfortably on a branching pine. With a quiet squeak, the door opens, and a hermit welcomes you.
I have never thought a witch would come and visit me.
Why do you think I'm a witch?
I feel evil spirits a mile away.
You're calling me an evil spirit?
Come on, don't be mad. Could Providence bring you here? Have a rest. I've put the samovar on and lit it with juniper branches. I have a request to you.
So I might be a witch, but who are you?
I'm a hermit, and this is my skeet. I live here, far from worldly things, and serve God. There's plenty of holy saints, and the simple folk have plenty of troubles. So I pray here for the Holy Spirits to help our people with their troubles. I hope they can hear me.
What's your request?
I think you can handle it. Some hunters recently passed by here, but they never left, even after the ice drift. I followed them. Their camp isn't far from here. Their things are all in disarray, as if they never left in the spring. But there's no sign of them. I felt evil spirits there, but I haven't seen anyone. Please, find where the demons kidnapped them.
Camp is to the south, you say? I may drop by to find out what happened to them. All right, bring your tea.
You drink the tea and rest a bit.
Show me the way.
Listen, witch. Try to get off this road. There's nothing but trouble for you at its end.
You follow the directions of the hermit and soon come to a clear glade. You notice fir branches and a gap fire. It's clear that the hunters camped here.
The gap fire has almost completely burned out. No one leaves fires like this behind in the forest. It seems as if the hunters went away for a moment somewhere, but never came back.
Some of the hunters' things are still scattered about here. You manage to find one of their clumsily written diaries and a small pouch with silver rubles. It's difficult to make out anything from the illiterate scrawlings of a peasant. They consist mainly of hunting observations and notes. Your attention is drawn to a strange passage. February. Old man knocked on the door. Frozen. Started dying during the night. Suffered long. Maybe a Khaldun. Died only in the morning. Would be better if I took down the main beam. February later. Going home soon. Bad sleep at night. Something makes noise in the dark. Scary. February later. Yvonne disappeared at night. Going home. Everyone scared. This is the last entry. You take the old pouch.
The axe is covered in rust. A hunter would never leave behind a thing like that. Tracks. They glow blue. Some chort has been here. I can follow them. He might be the one who carried the hunters away.
You've found traces of the evil spirits, and now can go searching for the missing hunters.